Hey everybody, I'm standing next here to this reproduction in my office of our stained glass of our patron saint, Saint Rose. As we get ready for Lent, last weekend before Lent, I can't help but think about how much Saint Rose loved the cross, how she embraced the cross, thought it was the way to heaven, that hardships and suffering were part of what Jesus would use to make us holy. And I don't know about you, but I don't always see the cross as something wonderful. I struggle sometimes to bear my share of hardships for the sake of the gospel, as St. Paul says. And I think this is a time that I know the Lord is calling me. I don't know what he's calling you to do for Lent, but he's calling me just to be a lot closer to him, and making time for silence, making more time for him. And to be closer to him, it means being close to the cross. I mean, that's where he was. And so that's where I've got to be. That's where we've got to be. So as you think about what you're going to do for Lent, I hope you choose something that will help you to be really close to Christ. And maybe use St. Rose as your guide here to embrace the cross, to bear our share of hardships for the sake of the gospel. The Pastoral Council, I printed these off, has done some really cool things, just really small ways to do a Lenten challenge. It's just something that I think there's 40 squares here of what we could do any given day, and there's not even an order that you have to do them. It's not quite a bingo. It's not quite a Advent calendar, but it's our Lenten challenge. So there's things on here like give up TV or other media for a day, do the Stations of the Cross, consider a cause you are passionate about and create a giving jar. Just different little things that any of us could do to embrace our cross. I know one of the things I feel particularly will help me is the St. Vincent de Paul put together a challenge too for us for Lent. And one of the things that struck me in here is the average person that our St. Vincent de Paul Society serves has less than $5 a day to spend on food. And so their challenge is consider spending some time spending only $5 a day on your food. What would you eat? I think if I did that, I would eat simply. I think I wouldn't have to go shopping as much. I think it would cause me to think differently and to reflect. And so I'm going to try to choose that a lot of days. But they have more information there. There's lots of things that you can do to be closer to Christ and closer to his cross. This is a time when he wants you to know what his heart is like. And the question for us, I guess, as we enter Lent is, how do we want to put ourselves next to him so that our hearts become more like his? I hope this is a great time for you getting to know Jesus. God bless you.